New York City is known for the bright lights of Times Square, but 20 years ago, a major power outage changed that.
50 million people across the Northeast were in darkness, with the city largely at a standstill. Here's some of our coverage from August of 2003.
We're not quite sure what's going on. We're going to try to stay calm.
Many of the intersections, the traffic lights are completely out. Thousands of people leaving the city.
When have you ever seen a skyline shot of Manhattan that looked like this?
There's not much going on here. In terms of electricity, City Hall is still powered by a generator.
People stuck, people stranded.
We went ahead and got married. The lights went out in the church. We're just going to try and make the most of it.
The American Red Cross is here at the emergency shelter with extra supplies.
It's cool out here. Much cooler than in the buildings because there's no air.
There was no damage done to our system, and during the day it should all be coming back on.
This is New York. Nothing stops us.
Many familiar faces we have there. Quite a day.
Yeah, it was.
CBS 2's Haley Ott looks back on that day when millions of people lost the power and talks with one energy expert who says it could happen again.
20 years ago, about 50 million people lost power in the Northeast, and many had the same thought.
I'm getting a flashback from September 11th. I don't like this.
The disruptive event on the heels of 9/11 wasn't terrorism, but a massive power outage that stretched from New Jersey to Ontario, Massachusetts to Michigan. The culprit? Tree branches hitting a power line and a software glitch at an energy company in Akron, Ohio.
What happened when all the lights went out?
Well, it was an exciting first few hours, that's for sure.
New Yorker Anka Davis was here during the 2003 blackout. He says his neighborhood really bonded that day.
People were totally happy to being out on the street. You know, they had their candles set up. Everybody knew there was no power in the house. There's no reason to be in the house.
But it was more stressful for others on that hot, muggy August evening. Some trapped for hours in subways underground. Others forced to walk miles home, crossing New York's iconic bridges on foot. Health experts blame the blackout for about 90 deaths.
The grid has fragility in it.
Energy expert Paul Hines says modern technology and renewable energy can help reduce the risk of major blackouts.
If we set the system up right, those advanced power electronics can actually help us to manage the grid more reliably.
The energy got so much less I guess, wild and this, how New York always is.
Davis remembers it as a day with good energy, even without any electricity. Haley Ott, CBS News, New York.
And Hines says that if the Cleveland area had been able to drop just a small amount of power, the entire blackout could have been avoided.
And yet people are still on high alert down the road that something could happen again.
Absolutely. Well, once you experience it, you never forget it.
No, you don't. And I think we've got 3 or 4 in my lifetime.
Yes.
Anyway.